Apparently, I'm live. I am having a really hard time with this Ecamm Live streaming platform, but let's see how it goes.
Let's talk about the economy. And I want to start by talking about this big standoff between the auto workers and the big three auto manufacturers. My question for you, Mr. President, whose side are you on in this?
I'm on the side of making our country great. The auto workers are not going to have any jobs when you come right down to
Oh,
it, because if you take a look at what they're doing with electric
wait a
cars,
second.
electric cars
What
to
was
it,
that?
because if you take a look what they're doing with electric
Wait a
cars,
second.
electric cars
What
to
was
it,
that?
because if you take a look at what they're doing with electric cars are going to be going to have
Where
any
was it?
jobs when you
Oh,
come right down to it.
a fly
Going to
was.
have any jobs when you come right down to it, because if you take a look at what they're doing with electric cars are going to be made in China. The auto workers are not going to have any. I'll tell you what, the auto workers are being sold down the river by their leadership, and their leadership should endorse Trump. The reason is you got to have choice. Like in school, I want school choice. I also want choice for cars. If somebody wants gasoline, if somebody wants all electric, they can do whatever they want. But they're destroying
Doesn't want women
the
to have a
consumer,
choice.
and they're destroying the auto workers. The auto workers will not have any jobs, Kristen, because all of these cars are going to be made in China. The electric cars automatically are going to be made in China.
So let's talk about UAW's leadership. The president, Sean Fain, has withheld his
There's a
endorsement
point
of
there.
President Biden.
It's not making
This
it
is what he had
well.
to say about you. Quote, another Donald Trump presidency would be a disaster. How would you win that endorsement?
Well, if that's the case, I probably won't win his. I don't know the gentleman, but I know his name very well. And I think he's not doing a good job in representing his union, because he's not going to have a union in 3 years from now. Those jobs are all going to be gone because all of those electric cars are going to be made in China.
You can see more of Kristen's exclusive interview with former President Trump as she debuted.
Yeah. Of course, he's not making his argument well. But that's true. That needs to be discussed. But why is that happening is really the more important thing. You know, it's a system. We're in a global economy. Um, AI isn't killing your jobs. It's killing the jobs of the people who had already outsourced your jobs. This is going to be a problem on a global scale. We need to start thinking about things differently from now on. Um, and probably, maybe we don't need as many cars, to be honest with you. Maybe we need to start putting our resources towards, like, I don't know, communal efforts, things to make society better as a whole. Just me, thinking that way. Maybe more parks, maybe better schools so that people don't get addicted to drugs, don't become involved in gangs, so that they have a stable place to live when they get older, someone to take care of them, Medicaid, Medicare. Just me, I don't know. but he is right in that those jobs are going to go to China if we don't accept less pay than we deserve, especially from a company who we bailed out during the recession. And yeah, I mean, it's not a great argument, but like there was the CEOs like had a 40% increase in their salaries. I don't think that's an amazing argument. If they're making what $100 million a year, that's $140 million. So that's an extra, which they're not making $140 million a year. They're just not. But that was just making the math easy to calculate. They're making let's say they're making 100,000. Then it's a 40% increase. They made 140,000. Okay, but it's definitely way more than that too. I don't know what it is that those CEOs are making, but it's not enough. It's not even remotely close to paying. Of course, like I don't even know how many union workers we're talking about. Thousands, you know? Is it right that he's taking such a big pay increase? I think that discussion can be had, you know? I think that pay increase should be divvied up evenly among the people who work at those factories. Why does only he get a pay increase? You know, why don't they get a pay increase? That is a fair. I mean, maybe not 40%, but maybe he takes a 20% increase and they take a 20% increase. You know, I mean, why do we allow for these things to happen? Why do Trump supporters allow for these things to happen? This affects you guys more than liberals. You guys are the blue collar workers. We're trying to support you. You're voting against your interests. Hey, I don't know if we're able to learn our lessons. Probably not. Probably too late.